Hey yo, we back. Once again, shout out to shareholders. Shout out all of the new subscribers. Um, Shout out everybody who just kind of vibing with me. You know what I mean? It's we're still figuring things out, but I think we kind of ironing the kinks out. Um, Today, I'm glad I'm back. Right? I'm literally glad I'm back. Hey, the last couple weeks have literally kicked my ass. Like literally kicked the shit out of me. On Bad Boys 2, remember when Martin was like, Will Smith and Martin was talking about Will dating his Mike Lowry, Will Smith talking about dating Martin's sister, which was Gabrielle Union. And he was like, what if she meets a nice young man? Will say, what if she meets a nice young man? Like, and he's like, would you give him a chance? Martin was like, nah, I'm gonna give him a chance to whoop the shit out of him. Like that's what the week has literally done to me. Like anything that could go wrong, like in my personal life, like not like anything that could go wrong, literally has went wrong. But it's cool though. Like I'm still here. You feel me? Like like Marvin Sapp, right? Um, uh, Never would have made that he was talking about me, not himself. Like he was literally talking about me. Like it's been crazy, man. It's literally been crazy. It's a lot of stuff that I want to get into, talk about. So let's just jump right into it. Speaking of Marvin Sapp, hey, leave that man alone, bro. Leave that man alone. Like literally, leave him alone, bro. He's a pastor. He had this idea. He wanted his church to, invest in this thing. Right? I don't know the particulars of it. Right? I just know that he wanted his church to give to a cause that was put on his heart as his pastor. And what we got to realize that your pastor would he wouldn't say nothing to you crazy. Like you're not donating to a cause that isn't gonna somehow be beneficial. Like you're not gonna benefit, and other people won't benefit from it. You know what I'm saying? Like just do what he asks. You get what I'm saying? Like it's and not in a sense of like blindly following, but you gotta have faith, right? You know what I mean? I don't know the Bible front to back, right? But you know what I'm saying? I think the part of it that tripped people out to me was to close the doors. Like, and then Instagram and social media, we good at taking clips and not getting the whole story. Like, he didn't tell people to go in their pockets and give $1,000. He wanted everybody to donate a dub, like a dub. Like, you know what I'm saying? And the people on the stage, they had other responsibilities in the church, and sometimes to sit up in them seats, you got to do a little bit more. So they had to donate a little bit more, but he wanted people to donate a dub. And they they hit the roof about it. Now, do I think he should have made it as aggressive? No, he could have went about it another way. But leave that man alone, bro. Leave that man alone. He ain't doing nothing foul, nothing fried. Now, your personal opinion about it is that. You know what I mean? But, I believe in following my pastor. I believe in doing what I can to support him, as well as what you're doing to support your pastor is actually supporting your church as a whole. So I know social media has kind of went past this issue right now, but it was still funny to me that how everybody, took pause to what he was asking for. And I think that got lost in the close the doors piece. The aggression is where people kind of fell out of sync with it, and it's cool, but I pray that Marvin goes about it a different way. Um, and he might not, this might how he choose to run his church. You know what I'm saying? And if you go there, then you got to fall in line. If you don't, then find someplace else to go worship. It's all good, right? We have choices as people, and we need to either figure out if choices are going to either benefit us or if they're not, So, yeah, shout out to Marvin Sapp. Shout out to his church. Shout out to everybody that had a problem with him closing the doors. And I think it's also cool how everybody is taking this that audio and then doing cool stuff with it over social media. So to me, it's funny, but it is a real thing. And if you are part of a church and you do tithe and you donate to your church, then you want to make sure that um, that you are doing what you need to do to take care of not only yourself, other people, but your church as well. Yeah, shout out to the NBA playoffs, right? Shout out to the NBA playoffs. Um, the one of the teams I was really interested in watching was Cade Cunningham. He plays for the Detroit Pistons, and there's a guy on the team named I think it's Isaiah Stewart. Y'all could quote me if I'm wrong. Talk about Isaiah Stewart, but like I played ball for. I played when I was like in the fifth and sixth grade. I played seventh, eighth grade. I played all through high school for real, all the way up into my senior year. I wasn't as good as I thought I was or could be because I felt like I needed like certain levels of coaching. You know, when I was at Clark playing ball, like I was pretty tall. And then when I got to the GCL, when I went to Purcell, it was different basketball. Like the players weighed more. You know, they were taller, they were faster, they was quicker. Like it was a different level of basketball. And I couldn't just take my natural skill set, me being fast, me and being able to jump into the GCL without fine tuning it. You know what I'm saying? Developing some fundamentals, some skills that I could score because my coach put me in a post, and it was my fault because I always played the four, not understanding I wasn't tall enough to be a four. I was actually maybe a three, right? Um, and that's my own fault, you know what I mean, and I know that, but I didn't do the things that I needed to do to work on my skill set from a four to actually benefit the team. But I used to get buckets though. Don't play like I could play. You know what I mean? I could play defense. I was fast. I was quick. You wasn't just gonna score on me because I wasn't, a formidable opponent. Opponent. You know what I mean? I match up with you. And I was a hard worker. But anyway, I think my problem in basketball was I get too emotional and shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like if a player get to talking shit, I am going to get upset. I'm gonna get upset. I'm gonna want to fight. Right? I'm lost from the basketball point of it. Right? Where I want to deal with you as a person. So and not really thinking about the game itself. But anyway, this guy be starting fights on the basketball court as a professional, and I just was like, damn, like I'm looking at him like if I was tall and big and strong enough, and taking shit personal playing ball, would I end up like this nigga trying to fight people every time you on a basketball court? I get it. We could talk shit, go back and forth, scoring buckets on each other, but you got to know how to use that emotion and play into the I guess the confines of the game. And that was where I was lost. Period. You get to talking shit to me, oh, it's over. I'm cold. I'm done. You know what I mean? I see red. I want to fight you, and that's where I had to understand and work on my emotion as a person because every, a lot of people are like that. You know, that's why when I do get into competitive activities with people, when people get to talking a little bit, I don't care if we playing cards. If somebody gonna talk shit, I will play one hand and I get up because I know how I get. You know what I mean? And that's me doing the work on myself. Once again, the All Shares Club, sharing this. Like, do work on yourself to the point where like, don't even, I won't even get into certain debates with people. I won't even do certain things because I know how I get. And in order to take care of myself in situations, I know how to remove myself. Not like I don't fuck with people. I fuck with everybody. But when shit get thick and shit go or cross another line, that's when I pull myself back from it. So, yeah, shout out to the playoffs. LeBron and LeBron is home. You know, like I said, I admire LeBron. You know, for the way he's played basketball up until this point in his career. But sometimes, man, it's time to let the next generation have it. You got to. Even me in rap, like I'm not finna get out here and start rapping like Playboy Cardi. Even though some of the music that I like, right? I like some of his music. But like I'm not gonna go out and make that because it's not me. You get what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta let the next generation take things and move them and progress them forward. And that's where I'm at in my life. And I look at LeBron like, yo, you're phenomenal. The 28, 9, and 8 you putting up every game. You're shooting a higher percentage from threes because you're taking way more of them because you're older. So you're probably gonna hit more because you're taking more, right? But like, come on, dog. Then at the end of the seat, you walk off with a you limping like you. Come on, man. Like it's getting crazy. Shout out to the Wolves and Ant Man for taking on that challenge. I love seeing that. I don't know how he's gonna handle the Warriors right now. I think the series is tied 1-1. They play, I believe, today, and I'm excited to see if he can literally take that next step. Because at the end of the series, they end up beating the Lakers 4-1, and LeBron dapped him up and said, "All right, now let's take that next step." And I think that was like LeBron. I ain't gonna say passing the torch, but I think it was him letting him know, like letting Ant know, like, yo, you can do this. Now Ant personal life is crazy, crazy as hell. Like, I think that's where the Jordan comparisons is coming from, because is doing some wild shit personally. You get what I'm saying? But on the court, I think that he's a solid player. I'm worried about his legs and his knees and stuff, though. He keep them wrapped up at a very early age. I don't know if he's just wearing this because this is just a part of his thing, but he keep that one leg wrapped up, and he's having some ankle injuries too. So I pray, that he can make it through the playoffs and see what he can do with the Warriors. Steph out. That's been my favorite player for an extended period of time. I used to rock with KD heavy, but Steph got something going on with that ham and the way he move in the half court. It's in the team defense that they play. I wonder if he's going to be able to, get back to 100% to make a title run for his fifth chip. I would love to see him win 5, but it's going to be hell for him. He got to go through He going to have to go through OKC or Denver. Then he going to have to see whoever out there in the East. And right now, the Knicks look like they on 10, and the Pacers look like they on 10. The way it's looking, it might be the Eastern Conference Finals, the Pacers and the Knicks, and that would be beautiful to see. But we're gonna see what it look like. The Celtics just look like they expecting people to just let them win. Like, they shoot more threes than the Warriors of old. Like, all they do is shoot threes. I think somebody put up a stat, said they shot 56 threes one time. Like, they ain't even taking 2-pointers. It ain't a layup, it's a 3-pointer. Like, and when they hitting, it's curtains for you. But if they ain't hitting, you seeing what's happening, and the Knicks they on their ass, for lack of better words, bro. They playing defense and they not giving up, and Jalen Brunson is just looking phenomenal in the clutch, So I'm excited for the playoffs to see who actually goes to the finals, and yeah, it's dope. Now, once again, this ain't a sports podcast. I just talk about stuff that I'm interested in. You know what I mean? So, I'm looking forward to see who's moving and what these games look like tonight. Shout out to the Joker too, for coming to the game dressed like the Joker. He had this dark blue kind of look, purple blue with the green vest and the brown shoes. I say, Joker really off that for real. Like, just because, you know what I mean, I'm white don't mean I'm not about that. He really about that, and his stats, say that loudly as well. What else I got? Ron Isley. Shout out to the Isley brothers. You feel me? Shout out to them. Before I go into this, I ain't trying to piss nobody off, but shout out to them. Shout out to Ron Isley. But I seen a video of him sitting in a chair singing, and he couldn't quite get his shit off. And I'm not saying that we as people need to, like, stop our legends at a certain point in time, because who are we to tell people not to keep creating? You're not going to tell me not to keep creating. I'm going to keep doing what the fuck I want to do. You know what I mean? Whether it's podcasting, whether it's rapping, whether if I start shooting videos, whether I start painting, I get a canvas. You know what I mean? I start actually sculpting. I want to do it all, and I don't want anybody to tell me what I can and can't do. But at some point, we got to tell people, like, look, bro, touring might not be the best thing. If you want to still be relevant in the game and make music, fine. Stay in the studio. Stay in the studio. That's just like me right now. I love to hoop. I get out and hoop. But am I going to go hoop with these young boys on the concrete with my left knee doing what it do every time I play basketball? You got me fucked up. I wear a knee brace to cut the grass. What make you think these little niggas is catching oops off the side of the backboard? I'm out, bro. You got it, big dog. You know what I mean? His legacy is phenomenal, unimaginable. You know what I mean? Like some shit that we can never see, from the city, all that. But, bro, when you get up on stage and you can't sing your music, is something wrong. Go to the studio, knock it out, do your features, stay relevant there, shoot videos, do what you can do. He got a song with 2 Chainz. Phenomenal. But he's sitting down. He cool. He look good. You gotta work your magic. Don't go up on stage in front of thousands of people and can't sing, because then the people don't get what they want from you. You know what I mean? You always wanna look the part. You feel me? Even if you're not, you wanna look the part. And I hope Ron Isley, you hear me? His family, legacy. I mean, no disrespect, but if you ain't got the endurance to tour, dog, just stay in the studio. To me, right? I just turned 37. Shout out to my family, and You know, my friends who pulled up on me, 37th birthday. My wife just turned 37. We went to Marble Steak Restaurant. Crazy, crazy. Marble's crazy, crazy. I done been there everywhere. The only place I ain't been is to the precinct. I haven't been to the precinct. But Marble, good grief. The view, and it was a soggy Saturday, but the view of the clouds, I love shit like that. When it's like gray and the clouds, you could see the white peeking through. I love that. You know what I mean? It was phenomenal. The vibes was there. They had live music, people playing the piano, and they was covering music. We got the 42-inch out, 42-ounce steak, crazy. They diced it up for you. Asparagus, mashed potatoes. We did the lamb chops as an appetizer. We did it. Brought us out a little birthday situation for Autumn. She had an amazing time. We was kicking it, man. But as I get older, the more I start to understand that you gotta hang around people that matter. Like, try to be around people that matter. They make things better. You don't have to not be yourself around people. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's like, I know that that's like a idea that everybody kind of gets to, and I'm starting to understand that you gotta be around people that matter. They have to matter, man. They don't matter. They don't have a purpose. You don't have a reason why you with them. You know, there's no reason why you're supporting them. You're just doing shit just to do it. Like, at a certain age, you can't just do shit just to do it. It has to have a purpose. You have to actually enjoy doing that shit. So I've been finding myself spending time around people that matter. That's it. That's it. If you don't matter, that's cool. You get it? Like, and that ain't no hate. Just because I don't call a nigga every day, I don't text somebody every single day, don't mean I don't like you. That's not what that means. That means I'm just doing what's feeding me right now. That's it. And I pray the same for you. You know what I mean? Be around people that matter. Spend money on people that matter. Spend time, because you can't get it back. You can't get your time back. You know what I'm saying? So if it don't matter to you, you're going to look up and have a bunch of moments that are random that mean nothing. That mean nothing. Take time and celebrate birthdays and anniversaries. And, you know, Mother's Day is tomorrow. You feel me? Celebrate a mom. You see a mom out, say Happy Mother's Day. You may not even know them. You know, the sacrifices that these women are making for their families are, you know, imaginable. That's not to take away from the dad. If you married or got a girl and y'all in a long-term relationship and she's the mother of your child, pour into that woman, bro. Get that woman something she ain't never gave herself. Take care of her, man. Put her on that pedestal. That's what matters. You know what I'm saying? Pour into the people that's pouring into you. Because if you don't, you're going to be on some old nigga shit with a bunch of useless relationships with people that don't matter. And that's not never what I want in my life. You feel me? I really don't care about a lot other than what is pouring into me right now. And it's me being creative. It's my son who's made it through his first year of kindergarten with flying colors. They told us that he wasn't mature enough to do it, and now look at him flourishing, receiving all type of awards. I've been able to take him to school every day. Like, that shit matters, man. You know, it matters. Focus on that shit, or you gonna be on some old nigga shit with nothing to show for it. All you doing is chasing money and Instagram pictures and it doesn't matter. So be cool. You know, take care of your responsibilities and do what is best for you. What else been kind of going on? This idea of like me blooming where I'm planted. Like, I am a goals driven person. When I get to one step, I'm already plotting on my next step. Now I'm guilty of not plotting on the step after that, but I'm always looking one step ahead. So anything I get, it's like it's not good enough because I'm always chasing the next step. So I'm never really truly like fulfilling, I believe, my potential in where I'm at, because I think once I have, fulfilled my potential in a place, then it's time for me to move on. But sometimes God will tell you no, bro. He'll say, wait a minute, buddy. I still got shit for you to do right here. Right here. It's something for you to do right here. And it's hard for us to be like, well, no, I don't want to keep doing it because I feel like I'm done. And I'm guilty of that. Like blooming where I'm planted, I've always felt like I'm a bloom just enough to where I feel like somebody is gonna pick up my flower and pot me someplace else, and it doesn't work like that. You got to stay exactly where you are and grow into the direction that you want to go. You got to grow. God makes you uncomfortable, and I feel like that's why I'm getting my ass kicked right now in life, because there's so many things that I'm changing in my life, so many things that I'm realizing about myself that it's like, okay, cool, now it's time to grow in the direction that I have to go in order for it to benefit my life in the long run. You know what I mean? Sometimes it might be cutting shit out, changing your diet, working out, you feel me? Keeping a journal. And on top of that, I haven't written in my journal for an extended period of time because I'm so wrapped up in what's next, what's next, what's next, what's next, what's next, that I haven't taken an opportunity to sit down and be like, what's going on like right now? How am I feeling right now? And I bottle that shit up, builds in anxiety and issues, you know what I mean? And stress, and that ain't good for you at all. So understanding where you are is important. And sometimes that take more work than we want to give it. But I'm understanding that about myself right now, and I'm trying to work through that. And that's partially why I feel like I've been getting fucked up, because I'm too worried about what's next instead of what's now, like what's right now. And I believe the more that I start understanding what's now, the better off that next step in my life will be, because I'll be able to enjoy it. So I ain't by no ways out here on my ass, not at all. But I am learning to enjoy my process more. And like even right now with the pod, I mean, I was missing 2 weeks, but now I'm back, and it feels good to take some time off and reflect. So truly, this is turning into, my journal, my ideas and my thoughts. That's why I don't truly have a bunch of shit going on. I'm just talking about how I feel. I literally don't have any notes. I mean, I have notes of things I want to talk about like that. Like that's it. And then I just get on here and I talk my shit. Maybe it'll come a time when I have a production manager and an assistant and note cards and all that. I'm not doing that shit. I didn't come on here for that. If it turns into that, that's what it turns into. You feel me? But my big thing is I'm just talking. That's it. I'm just talking. That's all I'm doing. But yes, my birthday was beautiful. My wife's birthday was beautiful. We had good food. We had good friends around us. Love, man, and compassion and friendship, and that's what it's about. Had some what everybody's hip on now. Them espresso martinis, fire. I'm late to the game. I'm always late to the game, but it's okay, cause I still get to the game, nigga. I still get to the game. Whatever it is, I still get there. So, you know what I mean? That is what it is. Sinners was phenomenal. The movie Sinners was super. I mean, it was very good, very good. Those of you who haven't seen it, go see it. It's a lot of stuff that people are kind of diving into. A lot of people say the movie isn't that good. To me, it is amazing, because I like to unpack things, and I'm not gonna go into unpacking everything that everyone is saying. I'm just saying, to me, it was a very good movie about kind of that two sides of who you are, right? And the intricacies of the relationships that we have with other people, and how we choose to either continue those relationships or how we don't. And how love always wins. Always wins. And the decisions that you make are the decisions that you make are going to either help you or hurt you, from my perspective. Y'all take that information and do what you want with it. Sinners, go. I'm not going to impact it because everybody's doing that, and I'm just not doing that. I enjoyed the movie, and I think it was great. Shout out Michael B. Jordan. He's taking that step, and I pray he do something good with it. Pray he do something good with it. Um, all right, I am going to these last three topics are crazy, but I'm gonna get into it. I'm gonna start with all of the sneaker enthusiasts. Okay, listen, enthusiasts, bro. I love shoes. I love shoes, right? For what they mean to me. Everybody don't fuck with sneakers the same. Okay? A lot of you niggas aren't fresh with your sneakers. You never have been. You probably never will be. But you gotta, it's like, it's more to life than just than the sneaker. You feel me? Like I think it get lost. Like just because you got the shoe, it makes you somehow above other. It doesn't. It doesn't. I got a lot of shoes that mean something to me, but having every pair ever in the history of sneakerdom to me doesn't mean you like sneakers. That means you just uh you collect them. Like I wear every pair. I'm tired of seeing these people buy the shoe, and I want to know, like, if you get every shoe, every one of them, do you actually like them? Do you really like them? Do you remember when it dropped? Do you have a moment where like, yo, these is fire. I wish I could get them, but I can't. So now I'm going to get them. That's the type of sneaker person I am. I'm the guy that I like those. I may have had them and sold them. I'm getting them back. I've always wanted them, never got them. So now I have them now. That's the type of sneaker person I am. But these niggas with thousands of shoes on the wall, it's like, bro, I fuck with you. I think that's fire. You can't wear all that shit. You can't. You can't. Now, I'm getting so close to a point where it's like I have not so many that I never can wear all of them. And that to me is like, is hoarding at that point. Like, the collection should be quality and not quantity. Now, if you're just an everything type person, by all means do it. But what we got to do is you can't keep having it because I'm grown as fuck, but it's kids that's looking up to people with a million pair of shoes. Like financially, that don't even fucking make sense. You get what I'm saying? Like take that money and invest it in something that's gonna mean something. Now, me, I invest in my collection because this is what I like. Literally, this is what I like. I just got the Carolina Reimagines today. That's what I like. But then I need did I go back and get the old ones? This one, the off-white ones, and the one of one Carolinas that only got sent to the North Carolina basketball team? No, I don't have those. Bloom where you plant it. Get what you like. You don't have to overcompensate your life by having a bunch of sneakers. I work a 9 to 5, bro. I can't even wear my sneakers every day to work. That ain't nobody's fault. That ain't like y'all fault. But I'm just saying, like, invest in shit that's gonna mean something. You know what I mean? And if sneakers mean that much to you, buy a billion of them. But at some point, we all gotta realize that having sneakers is cool, but what do they mean to you? If you just sitting in front of a boxes and just that's all your content is, that's all motherfuckers care about to see from you. And I'm guilty of watching some of those, but I like hearing other conversations around sneakers. And truth be told, I'm not really into to the technology in shoes because I don't hoop in them. You get what I'm saying? Now, if I'm getting ready to hoop in some, I want to talk about the technology in the shoe, right? But for me, the tech in the shoe doesn't matter because I'm only wearing them casually. Now, a shoe that hurts it's a shoe that hurts. But technology to me is off the chain. So, like I said, I love shoes. I love people that love shoes. But you know, we got to figure out a better way to promote sneakers because it's getting to be the same repetitive shit. Here's the new shoe. I like it. I don't like it. All right, what's going on in your life? Like, right? Like, what have you done for other people besides tell them about a shoe that's gonna drop and hopefully everybody goes and get it? Now, if you sponsored by Jordan, you sponsored by Nike, New Balance, all this shit, and then you're a endorsed person and endorse the sneaker as bad as you can. But we got to start figuring out how to promote sneakers in a way that is it builds character. Cause I'm just thinking about these kids out here, bro. Like it's a lot of kids out here that's seeing this stuff and it's gonna do whatever they can in their life to get it. That's why so many people buy fakes. Cause they're like, okay, I can't get the real ones, I'm gonna get the fake ones. And when is that cool? Right? When is that cool? So that's my spiel, and I'm sticking to it. You feel me? Have your heat, have your stuff you wear, but be logical. You know what I mean? The way you promote it is how people are really going to they're gonna fall in line with it. You know what I mean? So let's just figure out how to be different levels of enthusiast. You know what I mean? What else? All right, last two, and I'm done. I'm telling you, your boy. I can't think of his name. What's that good name? Mine. I can't think of his name. It ain't Blair Underwood. It's light skinned dude who played Lucius. I can't think of the name. I can't think of this nigga name, bro. What is his name? I can't think of it. He played in like The Best Man, all that. I seen a post on YouTube that said, Diddy tried to fuck me, right? Like somebody typed that in to like a YouTube video, like a clip, and that was the clip. And I was just like, bro, enough is enough with Diddy. Diddy didn't try to fuck all you niggas, bro. Even if he is gay or bisexual or whatever that is, respect to that community. But he don't not have a type. You get what I'm saying? If it is true, he got a type. Diddy didn't try to fuck all you niggas, bro. I don't agree with that. I don't agree with it. You know, if it's true that he liked whatever in behind the confines of his own bedroom doors and shit, fine. Do your thing. He don't like all you niggas. He did not try to fuck all you niggas. Quit using that because you ain't even in the space and you just trying to create some energy behind your name. Stop saying that shit, bro. For real. If that was your thing, show up to the court case and prove that he did some foul shit to you. But don't just go on these podcasts and start talking about shit just because you feel like it's gonna give you some clicks. Stop doing that shit. That's not cool, bro. And it's funny because now it's like there are people that are actually getting sexual assaulted out here, and now it's turning into a funny game. Like it's turning into, yeah, let me say Diddy tried to do thus and so to me so I can get some views and some clicks. We gotta stop that shit. I don't believe it. Now, dude, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. The only thing I believe is the shit we seen on that video when he did that foul shit to Cassie, right? I seen that. But as far as all you niggas saying that Diddy assaulted y'all, if he did, cool. But I'm saying, like, we gotta, with the clickbait, gotta stop. Like, Diddy tried to fuck me every day. Diddy tried to fuck some celebrity. Like, like it's getting outlandish. You feel me? But stop that shit. I don't like it. I don't care for it. Yeah, and I'm tired of seeing it. So I end off on this. Shannon Sharp, you fucked up, my boy. You fucked up. You know what I mean? Like, you out here. And this is my thing. This I don't get. Niggas be having $100 million deals worth billions and billions of dollars and want to fuck their money up, bro. Just go get you a woman that's going to play that game with you. Marry her. You know what I mean? Like, it's interesting to see, like, I think is it a power thing with people? You know, like we don't even know if this shit is true. Like I'm not saying it's true, but I mean it's just out here in the world that Shannon then got caught up and put on a video, and the girl is talking about how he's violent and very physical with her as it pertains to their sexual escapades and endeavors. And I'm just like at some point we gotta just realize like I'm worth too much to do that. Like, bro, if I had bread like that and I was a single man, I would be with, like, a buffer. Like, I would be with a person that's essentially like an authentication person. You know how you go to a website, you put your username and password in? I would have somebody like that everywhere I go. with NDAs in my glove compartment. You get what I'm saying? Like, bro, it like life is. There's people that'll never get to touch that type of money ever in their life. Not only did you play football, but now you're in this media space and you creating this other industry for yourself, and now you're finna fuck it up because you don't know how to handle your personal life. This shit is crazy to me, man. Like, and I think that some people are blessed with opportunities to do certain things, and other people aren't. But man, control yourself, bro. You finna fuck your bag up. And then they say he already tried to give old girl some money. You already admitted to the fault. Legally, I don't know how that works. But damn, Unc. And then you still doing these podcasts and shit, and you being nasty and catty and always creating issues, and every click is beef with who and beef with there. Like, fuck that. When you gonna pour and preach some positive shit on your podcast and your platform? We gotta get to a place in life where we can't give this shit energy. And I followed it after the Cat Williams shit. But ever since the Cat Williams shit, like his content, the level of his interview, the questions that he asks is all creating issues amongst people in the community. Why do every time somebody come on your platform, it's about beef? Like, fuck is beef? We're worth millions of dollars. I don't want to beef with nobody. If I had bread like that, I would not beef with nobody. Not a single person, bro. I would be living my life, working, doing what I got to do, take care of my family, sitting by the pool every night, having some Le Portier and a stogie or something. You feel me? We got to start living in that space, bro. I just hate that this is what his platform has boiled down to. I hate that this is what Diddy's legacy has turned into. You know what I mean? I just hate that we are seeing the downfall of so many of our great people in our community, and now it's like we have no other stories but the ones that they're telling. Even with Hov, I love Hov to death, man, but now he got a blemish on his record because of the allegations that was sent his way. Like, what's up? What are we doing, man? Like, what are we doing? I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I really can't tell you. I'm not finna go down a rabbit hole where they're trying to destroy the black man. Nah, nigga, you trying to destroy yourself. It ain't no they. You don't know how to control yourself sexually. You don't know how to control your money. You know what I'm saying? You doing to fuck yourself up. You doing the things to fuck yourself up. You can't blame that on nobody but yourself. Same shit with me. When I was fucking up in my life, it was I was doing it. Yeah, I was trying to blame it on the fact I ain't have my grandfather, I ain't have my grandmother, or I was broke, or I ain't have enough money, or I ain't this, that, and the third. I was destroying myself. I was. And we got to be mindful of understanding, like, you do the damage to yourself, and only you can fix it. You can help yourself. I mean, yeah, you can sit with somebody and talk about your issues, but what the fuck are you doing to be better? What the fuck are you eating? What the fuck are you putting in your body? What are you doing mentally to help yourself? And that's where I'm at in my life. Like, I'm trying to understand. And it's crazy. I'm looking at the mistakes of the people that I thought was great to try to help myself out of my life. I was going to call this episode Endurance just because I've been going through what I've been going through. But I had to call it Damn Unc. And I'm not talking about Shannon Sharp. I'm not talking about Diddy. Not the Isley brothers. Not this Isaiah Stewart dude fighting. Not even Marvin Sapp. I'm talking to myself, like, and not even saying that I'm Unc status. I don't know what that shit even means either. But like, I had to understand that I gotta do the work on myself in order to fix myself, like fix my position. I can go to school and know all the cool things in the world and know how to rap on a phenomenal level. But if I'm not doing the work on myself, then it will show. So, my skin looking smooth, teeth white, you feel me? Lips pink, trying not to, smoke and do things that's going to harm myself. But it's a lot of work that I need to do. And hopefully you start going down, flipping the pages of your life and trying to figure out the work you need to do so we can avoid the issues that these niggas is having. I for damn sure don't want to have $100 million on a deal and it gets stripped away from me because I chose to not be able to control myself sexually, or to be this multi-billion-dollar entrepreneur and artist and producer, and I can't control myself sexually, so I lose everything and get locked up. Like, what type of shit is that? That don't even make sense, bro. God don't bless you with abundance for you to fuck it up. You know what I'm saying? Or he might bless you with abundance to see if you can actually handle it. So, um, yeah, that's the pod. You know, shout out to the sneakerheads. Figure out a better way to promote sneakers, cause now it's just, do you have them or do you not? Shout out to um, um, my family. Shout out to the Isley brothers. Shout out to Marvin Sapp, bro. You feel me? Um, and yeah, we back. Episode 3. Damn, Unc. Yo, Swain Fowler. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all, man. See y'all next time. Peace.